Well, remember this boxwood? It's been a while. It was a big multi-trunk that I decided I didn't want multi-trunk, so I split it up. There's two big ones and then I think a third one or something like that. But anyway, this one here, I've been waiting for it to stabilize. You know, the root had to get re-established before I get to the next step. This part here, I purposely cut it rough so that I'm not right at the line where I want to be. I want to cut this so that it goes up smoothly. So, but I had to wait till the root got re-established, because in the process of cutting and carving, if it shook, it would damage the root hair that's trying to get established. So anyway, I feel that it's ready now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut. It's always a challenge to decide which tool to use. I think this time I'm going to use this chainsaw. I think that was the fastest way. I could let it go like this, but I wanted to do a little bit more carving, so when it heals, it'd be a little bit better transition. So I'm gonna get my carving tool, get it all set up, and get started on that. I think most of you have seen me use this one here. This is a power chisel, and we're going to start going and trying to round this corner so that it has a better healing. In the Japanese tradition, they tend to use the chisel more than like the Dremel. I have both, but I'm going to go with this and then go ahead and start carving. It makes a lot of noise, so I'll just go ahead and show you progress. Oh, okay. I think got rid of all the chainsaw marks. I think this is good to go. And then what we want is all this random growth to get heavy, because when you have these growth outside, it helps with the cell division and makes this grow, or this start to heal over. So this area is going to get really bushy, and then most likely you'll be hidden for a while. It'll take a number of years if we're lucky to get it healed over. Even if it doesn't heal, it's not a bad cut, especially the way the angle is, but it'll be much better if it does heal over. So that's what we're going for. We're looking for perfection and settling for whatever nature gives us. Up on top, we just do some rough cuts. Don't worry too much about it, because we got a number of years before we gotta get to the next stage, right? So just sort of rough possible future branches. Other than that, not much else. Okay, what I see is right here. This is just a rough cut that was not helping, so I'm going to recut this and then just go smooth up the line, right? Better, and I'm going to go ahead and carve it so that it's smooth transition. Also, it's going too far up. Apex probably should be here, so I'll go ahead and cut that. For this, I think this should do. Just kind of round off the corner. Once again, cambium layer. That should do a nice line. And up here, let's remove a few things. This should be the apex, but it needs to get bigger, so I'm not going to touch that. We'll get a few more things out of the way and then do some roughness, but basically we want to get, well, these are in the kind of wild stages. The root flare is probably buried a little bit deep. A lot of times we have to do that for stability, and then we start looking for it again. And then we go up this line. It's got a nice smooth line. The only thing is, it's a little bit on the tall side. But I don't see a way to shorten this. So hopefully someone will want a really tall, slender Japanese boxwood. Well, that's what happens. You got to deal with what you have. Now, I have some wild thoughts. Hey, what if we cut it down to that first little branch there and then get rid of all the top? Nah, that's just crazy idea. But, hey, those are all the things that should run through your mind as you are styling these. So anyway, this has been another part of the boxwood that I took apart. It used to be a multi-trunk, and it's quite old because this one came from the old Bruner estate in Sacramento when I was working for the heart surgeon that wanted the hedge removed. And at that point, that was over 30 years ago, maybe closer to 40 years ago. And then it was already a mature hedge, so it's quite old. It's probably 80, 90, it might be closer to 100. Well, anyway, enough talking. I'll say goodbye for now, and then we'll see this in progression, probably another year, year and a half. Okay? See you again real soon. Thank you for watching.